Good evening. Tonight's story is called Huggapotomus, a really great story about a hippo who loves to hug. I know right now I'm missing hugging my kids in my class, my friends, just certain family that I can't see right now. So I think it's really important to know that hugs are okay, and you can send a virtual hug to somebody, but just know that there's still somebody out there who loves you and who cares about you. So join me as I read Huggapotomus. Albert was his parents' pride and joy. When he smiled for the first time, his mother jumped up and down with delight. "Look at our baby," she cried. "Isn't he wonderful?" Whether Albert was taking his first steps or learning his ABCs, or even when he was doing nothing at all, they couldn't help but hug their one and only hippo. "Why do you hug me all the time?" Albert asked. "Because we love you so much," his father replied. "You're our little huggapotamus," his mother added. Albert smiled. A hug shows that you care about someone, he thought, as he went out to play. Waddling through the dense jungle, Albert spotted Benny. He quietly tiptoed up to his friend and gave him a super strong hippo hug. "Yow!" Benny roared. "What are you doing?" "Hugging you," Albert replied. "Don't you like hugs?" "Not when they're so strong," Benny said. "I'm playing hide and seek and you gave away my hiding place." "I'm sorry," Albert said. "Can I play with you?" "No," Benny said as he slid back into the bushes. Albert spotted Jasmine jumping rope by a waterfall. He ran up and gave her a squeeze. "Ouch!" Jasmine said. "What are you doing?" "Hugging you," Albert replied. "Don't you love hugs?" "Not now," Jasmine said. "I wasn't ready. Just look at me." "I'm sorry," Albert said. "Can I play with you?" "No," said Jasmine as she untangled herself. Albert plodded over to the savannah. Badge was just about to score a goal. "I love you, little monkey," Albert shouted. "Ah!" Badge exclaimed. "What are you doing?" "Hugging you," Albert replied. "Don't you like hugs?" "You made me miss my shot," Badge yelled. "You are just too rough." "I'm sorry," Albert said. "Can I play with you?" "No," said Badge as he dashed after the ball. Albert slumped down in the shade of a baboa tree. "I was only trying to show my friends how much I care about them," Albert thought. "Now, nobody wants to play with me." Albert watched as Benny, Jasmine, and Badge began a game of freeze tag. "I wish I could go play too," he said, "but nobody wants a clumsy hippo in their game." Then Albert looked up and saw that Benny had been tagged. He was frozen in place. "Benny needs my help," Albert said. He barreled towards his friend, rushing faster and faster. "I'm coming!" Albert ran so hard the earth trembled. He ran so hard the trees shook. He ran so hard his friend stopped playing. "Uh-oh," Benny thought. "Not again." But Albert remembered what his friend said about his hugs. "Too strong." "Not now. Too rough. He slowed down and skidded to a stop just before he reached Benny. Can I play with you? Albert asked in a calm voice. I won't hug you unless you want me to, and I promise not to be too rough. Sure, said Benny, letting out a deep sigh. You're it. When the game ended, Benny, Jasmine, and Badge huddled together. What's the matter? Albert asked. Did I do something wrong? No, Jasmine said. We're proud of you. No, we want to give you a hug. Is that okay? Albert nodded and smiled shyly as they wrapped their arms around him. Not too strong, not too rough. The perfect hug for a hippopotamus, or a huggapotamus. What a great book. It teaches you about not just keeping your hands to yourself, but learning that gentle touches are the best kind of touches when you are coming to friends. You don't want to play too rough because you don't want to hurt them. And when you play too rough, your friends may not want to play with you. So just remember that in order to be a huggapotamus, you need to go slow, and you need to be not too rough, and you need to be gentle. And know that hugs are always a great thing, and they always make you feel better. So I hope you enjoyed this story. I look forward to reading to you again. And I would love to hear your favorite parts in this story. I'd love to hear if you want to read the book again. And just, that you love books in general. Reading's a great thing. So I hope to see you all soon. Bye.